Who's going fishing Sunday?
I am. Let's go.
Let's go.
I am.
I'm in.
What? Wait. Can you put that cat down?
Yeah. The cat's in.
I was trying to be a Bond villain. I apologize.
Yeah. It's warm by this fire, Buck.
We're not even in the fire. We need to jump in the current.
We got to cool off in the current.
I just want everyone to know, I mean, we say it all the time. You have 7 best friends when you tune into us every week.
And it's wild because we used to say that, but now it's so real.
And it was just a real existential morning, guys.
God, existential.
Did you short drift them?
Well,
That's a yes.
That's what the Canadians say, no bueno.
No bueno.
If there is a traditional Canadian saying, no bueno.
And we are back.
yeah,
Love
buddy.
That when he opens like that.
Me too.
You know what, boys? You know where we're at?
Where are we?
We are in the current. You are listening to the Rutten River Pursuit
We
podcast.
should be an extreme or something.
This is reality outdoor radio, where our mission is to get you into the outdoors by connecting you with the people, skills, and products that you can trust.
Oh, you can trust them.
I'm Ryan. Who do we got here?
I'm Dave.
I'm Steve.
It's BK.
What?
The Burger King.
And I'm Will,
Oh, boy.
and I'm confused. BK, is that new?
Oh,
Taking
fellas.
DK's thunder?
Just trying to, see if you guys were paying attention.
Oh, we
Well-
were.
I noticed.
I need to make sure you guys are all aware.
What?
Trout of Control, the month of April.
All April.
You know what? It's brought to you in part by Finn's Fishing.
Get Trout of town.
Oh, you know it, buddy. Finn's offers premium braided lines that are made in the USA.
Yeah.
And they're custom designed for your specific applications.
What's that?
Whether you're punching mats with the Finn's original PRT braid,
Love to punch those mats.
or you're slinging the topwater lure with the shock-absorbing line, you'll be fishing with a premium super line that is engineered for one purpose:
What's that?
help you catch more fish.
Oh,
Yeah,
more
I'm
fish.
loving it.
Finn's also offers a braid. Stevie, you ready?
Yeah.
Specifically designed to reduce wind knots.
That's my
Get
favorite.
him 2 packs.
Get you some, Stevie.
I was going to say.
They also have a line to help that'll replace the steel cables for downriggers.
What? No way.
Oh, yeah. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook by searching for Finn's Fishing and learn more about their products, or go ahead and place yourself an order. finsfishing.com. Remember, Finn's fish is better.
Fish is
Oh,
better.
yeah.
So before we get too far, too deep, before we get trout of hand,
Yeah.
I want to get our buddy Gus from the PA Hardwater
Oh.
Series on the phone. We've got to close out ice fishing season this
Well,
year.
actually, I think ice fishing lends itself perfectly to opening up Trout of Control.
Oh,
month.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Because
always have to wait.
what did you catch through the ice, Stevie?
Trout.
Boom.
More trout.
Yeah. We're going to get Gus on the phone.
Let's do it.
I don't know if there's ice anywhere close to us anymore, but we had a good year, I think. How about you, Gus?
Oh man, it was a great year. It was a little goofy. We had to chase the ice a little bit.
Yeah.
But we knew taking on a series that in Western PA, Central PA, Northern PA, that could be a challenge. But we worked with the Fish Commission. They've been great. The local state parks have been phenomenal. We were able to pull off almost all of our tournaments. We had tournament on Lake Arthur,
Yeah.
our first one.
Yeah.
Second one on Kale. We had a 2-day event on Erie. We ended up we had to move our Pymatuning event, which is our last event, back down to Lake Arthur. We always had ice. We always had safe ice. Obviously, safety was our main concern. We never had any problems. With that said, we were able to pull a 60-team average the whole series, making us the largest ice fishing series in the United States.
That's
Yeah,
incredible.
Congratulations.
Which,
That's great.
I never thought that in a million years.
Yeah.
Well, you can think
I think-
it happened.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, from the contestants to the companies that backed us to help us, you guys for help spreading the word. I mean, we couldn't be more thankful. we gave away, I think we gave away $14,000 in cash.
Wow.
We gave away $12,000 in prizes. Our biggest fish of the year was a 2.5 pound crappie. I mean, it's just, these are things that I never thought I'd see during a series, and seeing this was just amazing.
Yeah.
We had teams from 7 different states. A total of 107 different teams came from 7 different states in the United States. So
that's great.
We even had an individual come from Idaho, believe it or not.
Really?
Wow.
So
cool.
But no, I mean, from all of our sponsors, from R2, you guys, I mean, this has been a blessing. It's been a great experience. Striker, Fish USA, Ion, Eskimo, Kenders, the Erie Sports Commission for pushing us, Robert Stevens, Jewelers, and Butler for making our championship rings.
That's cool.
HD
That's a nice
laser,
touch.
HD laser engraving. That was something that I never even heard of or knew of. Here I was cutting out trophies out of a jigsaw. Every Wednesday night I was in a panic cutting out trophies, in the shape of a crappie, trying to figure out how to brand these things. And then all of a sudden I find I just did a Google searching for engraving and find HD laser engraving over in Newcastle that does amazing work.
Right in your
for
backyard.
Phenomenal pricings right in our backyard. So we're actually working on some really cool trophies for next year. The list of sponsors continues to go on. Angler, Vexlar, Rapella, XTR Outdoors, Gamma Fishing in our backyard up here in Oil City. 13 Fishing donated all kinds of rods and reels to give away to kids for our Conneaut show that we put on up there. Leatherwood Outdoors on YouTube for putting all of our videos up online. BC Baits just up the road, Lake Erie Bait and Tackle supporting us. All these companies gave something, did something for us, bent over backwards and trusted us. We're gonna try to hit the road running and give away even more money. We want to try to give away at least $5,000 in cash each event.
Wow.
That's our goal for next year.
Wow.
So we already got our schedule planned. I don't want to give that out too much. We're adding a couple lakes, and we're going to head north. We're going into New York this year.
Cool.
Gotcha. Very cool.
We're gonna head out your direction a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're gonna head into New York also. So
will you be able to start a little earlier then if you're going up into New York?
Probably gonna end up starting about the same time.
Right.
So the very first part of the year. We were thinking about starting December 28th, but with the holidays, it gets kind of tough.
Yeah. That's true. Good point.
It can be good. It can be bad. I mean, I know a lot of people are, even that weekend after Christmas is a tough one because I know a lot of people are heading to parties and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to skip that and probably start the first or second week of January. But we are looking at lakes and we're talking to individuals. We actually have some guys that are still, believe it or not, still on ice in Pennsylvania.
Oh, dear.
Whoa.
The north central Pennsylvania, up in the higher altitudes, they are still on ice.
Wow.
Well,
Very
Gus,
cool.
we are so happy for you. You had a great season. Can't wait to work with you next season. And, you'll keep us updated in the fall when the next season's going to be coming around.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, absolutely. We're to believe it. Western Pennsylvania, Central Pennsylvania, Northwestern Pennsylvania. You would never think that we could be leading the industry in ice fishing tournament series. This is mind-boggling.
Right. Yeah. It sure is.
I think what really lit my fire is there was I won't throw any names out there, but there was companies that said, "Hey, Western PA, Pennsylvania isn't worth getting into because there's just not enough interest."
Yeah.
You guys are nuts. You have no idea what it's like.
You showed them, huh?
So that kind of lit my fire 2 years ago, and I said, just watch. And so I'm glad to be able to say that we are leading the way now. And
you keep topping yourself every year, and that's the best part. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, if we grow too much, I don't know what. This is pretty cool. We do have some really big plans in the future. If we do continue to grow, I don't want to give it away just yet.
Yeah.
But
makes sense.
We do have some. We have our 2 year and a 5 year plan. The 2 year plan will change the industry of ice fishing altogether. So if that's something, if you're into
Stay
ice
tuned.
fishing, you've got to follow us. We're literally going to change the world of ice fishing tournaments and the way that they're held and run and everything that goes on along with them.
Well, Gus, how can people follow your tour?
You can follow us on Facebook. You can search on Facebook for Western PA Hardwater Tournament Series, or you can find us on the World Wide Web at WPAHardwater.com. We try to get everything updated regularly. We've got our pictures, videos, information, giveaways. We've got a ton of pictures on there from every single event. Ariel Druschel and Tanya Stevens did a phenomenal job this year putting pictures and videos up for us. So kudos to them. Our entire staff. Thank you very much to them. You know, all the guys that fished with us. Chad and Nick Glosser, our championship team, they took the rings home this year. So I mean, everybody that fished with us helped us. Thank you to everybody, our sponsors, you guys. I can't say enough.
Sounds good. Yeah.
You guys had an awesome year, and we're really excited to get back with you here this winter. We'll follow up with you again towards the end of the year, and hopefully you can give us kind of the exclusive on the schedule for next season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, stay tuned. I mean, we're going to try to put a little bit of information out, a little bit of teasers every week on our Facebook page. Just to keep everybody's interest, let them know what's going on. We also try to say, put our appreciation out for our support from the companies that help us and back us. So,
awesome. Thank you, Gus.
All right, Gus. Well, hey,
thank you,
we'll
guys.
talk to you in a few months then, I guess.
Sounds good.
All
Stay
right.
tuned.
Thanks, brother.
Take care. Bye-bye.
How about that? Those guys had an awesome season.
It sounded like
and
it.
I'm excited to get back with Gus here. Well, not a few months. I don't want it to be a few months. Several months.
Don't
Let's get
rush
through
it.
top
As
water.
fun as
bud.
it was
Yeah.
ice fishing this year, we got a lot to go before we can think about that
We've
again.
got some stripers, some shad, some crappie,
Archery season.
Oh, yeah.
some wet waiting to get through.
There's a lot.
Some knife making.
The list goes on
And on.
and on and on. So we're going to get Trout of Control with Brandon from the Donegal Fish Conservation Association. Get him on the phone. Stat, Will.
We're going to get someone on the line that might know a little bit about trout here in our area.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm talking about Brandon Crouser
No way.
from Donegal Fish Conservation.
I
Get
love
Trout
that
of
group.
town.
Get trout of town.
Brandon, are you
How
there,
you guys
bud?
doing?
How's it going, Brandon?
Oh, I'm doing good. Walked out of the creek tonight in the dark, so
Did you?
had a good
Oh,
day.
man.
Yep.
Trouting in the dark. Sorry, guys. I'm
Trouting
on
in the
it.
dark.
You guys got my nose on the trail, and I'm hunting.
Yeah, you and me are trouting in the dark.
Tell us a little bit about the Donegal Fish Conservation Group.
Yeah, the Donegal Fish Conservation Association. I mean, it's a very old club.
Yeah.
Recently, we've had some problems with the flooding. The 10 inches of rain in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've all had
Yeah,
problems with that.
Twice a
Yeah.
week.
Kind of blew out our nursery completely. So,
Oh,
so the club has really been stagnant for a while because there hasn't been much. The creek has been great. The nursery's been good, and everything was going good up until now. And now we have a lot of work to do. So, trying to get the word back out there to the public about the club, about the fly fishing zone, and the bait stretch is just a beautiful area.
Yeah.
Just trying to get more involvement in the community, really.
So what are you guys needing right now? Tell me about this
Well, yeah.
flood and what that has caused for you guys.
Oh man, it took out let's see, about 2/3 of the raceway of our nursery. Yeah, and we lost all the fish that were in there. Over 3,000 fish. They were just delivered. And it's just to add insult to injury, about 2 weeks before the flood, we just had an Eagle Scout project completed to put new fences and strainers and all the good stuff on top of the nursery, and all got washed away.
No way.
Saved some of it, but not all of it. But yeah, there's a lot of work coming up on that. So
Well,
excited.
where can people find like that schedule and where they can sign up and volunteer to help you guys out?
Well, I'll tell you what. Right now, we meet. The best way to find out is on Facebook. Is the Donegal Fish Conservation Association group. It's all the information that we do is on there. We're working on the better website right now. So basically, the Facebook page is the best way to go to find out what we're doing, and then from there we can get your email as well. For as soon as you get in touch with us, then we get your email and your information, and then we can send you all kinds of events. We just had some cleanup events down the creek, some trash pickup events.
So for this flood, do you need capital? Do you need people with time? What are you guys needing? What's going to help you out?
Well, donations have been huge, and then obviously we need some more members in the club, some more actual volunteers, boots on the ground, But donations are key, and Harvey's Barbecue, he donated almost over $1,000 so far in the last couple of months. So it's just it's companies like that have been helping us out. But I mean, we've been reaching out for donations around town too. You can find little boxes with DFCA boxes for donations and stuff like that in Mount Joy.
Brandon, with the trout stream, what do people get? What are we trying to conserve?
Well, really, the stream itself is erosion and flooding and the stream side buffering and stuff like that. And the creek is clean. The water is very clean. But after this last flood, especially, there's been trees uprooted, trees in the creek. It's just creates sediment, and sediment doesn't do good for trout.
Sure.
So we need to get it cleaned up, really, and just do some bank work.
And it's a spring-fed stream.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like you said, it's clean and cool most of the year, like year-round.
All year round. Yep.
One thing I noticed about that stretch of stream is that you guys have a lot of access for people to get in and fish. That you have some ladders over top of the fences. There's some nice areas to park. Is that all provided by the landowner? Is that provided by the club?
No, that's the club. That's Donegal Fish Conservation Association. That's all them. Anything you see down there.
That's perfect.
It'll be usually Eagle Scout projects is
Okay.
what we go for. So we actually have an Eagle Scout that he just built 8 new styles to get over the fences.
Okay.
However, most of the fences are down from the flooding, so there's nowhere to put them at the moment.
Right.
But the landowners are going to fix their fencing eventually, so we'll have new ones to put up.
And so you have a couple big events over the course of the year that kind of culminate around this time, which is a great why we reached out to you.
Yeah. Were you guys just at one?
We were at one. We were at the Donegal Fish and Conservation show.
The outdoor show, yep.
Yep.
How'd that go?
I'll tell you, this was a great year.
Was it?
This is the first year as an actual club officer that I got to be there and help out and do everything, because I used to go through and get a bunch of flies for the summer real quick and be out of there. But it was really fun. I mean, we had Jamie Hughes from Breakline Charters. She put up a great presentation.
Yeah, we love Jamie. She's the
she's
catfish
awesome.
queen, right?
Yeah, she's awesome. She brought this cool little thing for the kids to play with, and it was really cool. And Captain Joel Stewart, he put on a good one. And then we had the animal people. That was new, and that was awesome. So that worked out great. That was Raven Ridge, I believe. Ridge.
Yeah, the birds.
Animal rescue.
Birds of prey.
Oh, that's really cool.
Man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right
that was
up
really
Bucky's
cool
alley.
presentation.
You have a kids event coming up here when this is released. You have a kids event coming up here in a couple days, right?
Days, yeah.
The annual Kids Fishing Derby. It's at the Donegal Presbyterian Church on Donegal Springs Road.
Yeah.
It's from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's the biggest fish is whoever catches the biggest fish. We got a person to do some work on them for that, and it's going to be a great thing.
That is a good time. I took my 3 kids there last year, and we had a blast. I mean, the pancake breakfast is just
I like going just for the pancakes.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Yep.
What goes better with trout than pancakes?
I was
The
just
pancake breakfast and trout.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask, wasn't that the event that they had to ask you to not pick up the rod anymore?
One
Stevie?
time I got in trouble.
You're
at an
hooking on
event.
you're hooking on the lunkers.
They had to ask Catfish and I to not eat pancakes.
Well, I was actually going to say too, the only reason we're having the kids derby this year is because the Sportsman Association donated the fish for it.
They did.
Otherwise, we wouldn't even have fish.
Wow.
So
Really?
that's another great club that helped out. So
Thank you to them.
Yeah.
yep.
That's a really good time, and that's basically free, right? For the kids that want to come and fish.
Oh yeah.
There's no charge for that, so
Nope, not at all.
it's not a better deal in town.
Yeah, same as the outdoor show. People don't realize. I think that they get used to paying at the door at most places. We're free.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're
I-
entered by donation.
I literally said that to the guys. Like, I forgot that it was free. And I'm like, you guys got cash? You guys have any? Like, and everybody's like, oh, I got whatever, $10. I got this and that.
Yeah.
And I got there and we walked right in and I felt like rock stars.
Yeah. They let all the podcasters.
Finally,
in.
somebody knows how important we are.
That's how we fooled
Oh,
you.
everybody
They know
gets in
us.
free.
And until we saw. Yeah.
It's those R2 guys. Let them through.
They just waved me right in.
I remember our president Brian pointed you guys out, but you were up to something. I didn't bother you.
Oh yeah. We
Usually it's no good, bud.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I'm so glad you got a chance to finally get on the show, and let's keep in touch over the next couple weeks.
Dude, that's a great
for
idea.
Trout of Control.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trout of Control around the Sonic campfire. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm in.
Yeah, we'll give you a call here every week.
Hey, thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
See ya. Rig 'em weedless, Brandon.
See you, bud. What an awesome group that is. And
yeah.
We're going to be fortunate enough to be able to talk with Brandon
They're doing
every
good
week.
things in the outdoors.
They're doing good things.
They're
We're going to
doing
learn
great.
about it every
Despite
week.
Mother Nature.
How terrible is that?
Terrible.
I mean, I know that it was bad last year, but man.
But I think they got it really bad.
They got it really bad.
They're, if you didn't know, their kind of nursery is in a lowland, and the stream comes right up into it, and when it floods, and
it's rough.
Yeah.
So
Washed them all
but
out.
stay tuned, and if you can, this is a great association to join for sure.
Yeah. So with the few minutes we have left, what do you got going on there, Deco?
Just getting ready for trout season.
Oh, you are not.
Really?
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
I found I was low on a few supplies,
Such as?
some size 12 hooks. I noticed I was low. A
Yeah.
little bit of extra small split shot.
You get those pre-tied snell knots.
No, not at all.
You snell snob.
I am a
You
snell
are
snob.
a snell snob.
Do you snell hook your hooks?
No, I do not. I clinch knot. It's just it's an easy knot to tie for me with that small of a hook.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but that and a little bit of power bait, I'm ready to go for opening day.
What's your favorite power bait?
Bloodworm.
Bloodworm power bait.
Canned corn.
I see Deaky as a glitter guy.
Glitter?
He likes the stuff with the glitter.
Yeah.
You guys are all really off.
Gary Glitter.
I actually like the power bait pink worms.
Get out.
Oh, the bubblegum ones.
The
Squiggly
bubblegum
worms
Yeah,
or whatever. they
bubblegum
call 'em.
worms.
Yeah.
Yep,
Wiggly worm.
that's what I like. That
You
actual
fish them on a
cans of sweet corn. Like I use canned sweet corn.
yeah.
Yo,
And
Green Giant.
Green Giant.
no, like you got to get the off-brand whole corn, whole
He ain't
corn,
going all that.
Greenleaf. You use Greenleaf, don't you?
whatever's the cheap stuff.
What are we, millionaires?
Yeah, man. yeah. I'm not gonna.
It's like high class frozen
Yeah,
corn.
but you got to get the whole kernel.
You have a unique way of fishing your squiggly worms and your corn for trout
And
Drop shot.
and
and red worms.
yes,
You
and
drop
red
shot.
wigglers.
Drop
Yeah, I
shots.
drop shot them hard.
You drop shot them. What do you do?
Family tradition is to fish bait on a fly rod.
Yeah. A lot of guys will string you up by your
Yeah, that they'll look at you really
Ankles
weird
for
at
that,
the along the stream bank.
yeah.
That you're fly fishing in a heavily congested area,
Yeah.
and B
Standing in the middle of the stream.
Centerpin.
People on the
and B, you're putting some sweet corn on the hook or a night crawler or some power bait. But it's
Is it just accuracy that you love, or what?
I enjoy the accuracy and I think it's very efficient.
It's fast.
You just loop cast it back upstream,
Yeah.
drift down through the hole again, loop cast it all day long.
Yeah.
You're not reeling and
You're not reeling like you're fishing most of the streams I'm fishing have a lot of brush alongside the banks. There's some trees
And people.
and people. So accuracy plays a part. You can just loop cast it in, just
Mend that line.
get it where you need it.
Keep it mended.
So, and then you're not so much you're not casting and retrieving as quick because if you saw it miss, you just loop cast it back up.
I honestly don't know the rules, but
Mhm.
can you fish like a trout, like a fly only trout stream that way?
I do not know.
No.
Because
No.
it's
Artificial.
It's
Artificial,
artificial.
yeah.
It's not. It's
Corn doesn't seem real.
What
right.
if I use
I guess
plastic
if you use
corn?
fake corn.
not. Yeah,
Candy corn.
candy corn.
That's plastic enough.
Yeah.
Right.
You could tie a corn fly.
Yeah, tie a
Paraffins.
corn fly.
Yeah.
I'll have to call Hank and get the pattern for a corn fly.
He'll tell you.
How about a candy corn fly?
Yeah,
You could do that too.
but no, that's
Anyway, I just didn't know.
No.
You're using a fly rod.
That's how I was taught at 8 years old. At 8 years old, I was finally allowed to go along to the cabin to go for opening day of trout season.
That's
They've
a
probably
3-weight rod
regretted it
you
ever
use,
since.
isn't it?
I use now when I was first started at 8 years old, I was given a 9-foot. I don't even think it has a weighted action on the rod.
Yeah.
And one of those automatic push button reels.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Zebco.
the spring. No, it's a spring action rod. You push the button and bam,
I have one of those.
The
It's
line-
crap.
the line retrieves in.
Yeah, I know those.
Yeah,
Stevie, you
it's
can't
like
say that in case they sponsor us.
Oh,
it was straight out of the 1960s.
it's pretty old. I don't think
Yeah.
they're sponsoring us.
Yeah, I mean, it's an antique.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Oh, I
given
got an antique.
to fish as an 8-year-old, and now I've
something.
kind of
I love it.
I've moved up. I use a St. Croix
What?
Who's a big boy now?
7 foot.
What? Do the good people at St. Croix know you're slinging a night crawler with that?
No, 7 foot with a 4-weight.
I think they're from Wisconsin. They might be proud of that.
They
though.
could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't knock them people for throwing live bait. But
But along with the ease of
quit
getting the
snobbing
bait,
it up.
along with the ease of getting the bait where you want it,
Right.
I think it's going to be a lot more fun to fight them.
It is,
too,
especially on that 4-weight rod. That
Yeah.
wouldn't be a bad idea to move down to a 3 or 2-weight.
What if you like hooked into a 20 or 22 incher?
Well, you got. I have a really nice reel on it too.
Yeah.
I'm way too overclassed for bait fishing with a fly rod for my setup, but
yeah.
I have a good drag. I should
That's
be able to
cool.
handle it. I'm using like a 4-pound fluorocarbon tippet.
Yeah.
It's not even like true tippet. It's 4-pound fluorocarbon that I
Yeah.
cut off.
That's tippet.
Yeah, I make my own tippet.
We're not tippet snobs.
Yeah,
Quit playing that tipping game, guys.
yeah. But that's family
Do you use a
tradition.
leader?
No.
Do you use a tapered leader?
No.
So you just tie
Tapered.
4-pound fluorocarbon right to the fly line.
Yes.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
That's a way to do it.
Ties it right to his snow
You s-
hook,
I do not.
his eagle claw.
No, I think what you do is it's a really good idea, and like you said, it's a really fun way. I'll use a long, like 11-foot, 10 or 11-foot noodle rod to trout fish, and that's awesome because the thing bends in
Right.
half. On a
That's Bucky's game,
on
right?
a 7. Yeah.
What's that?
The noodle
Use
rod.
noodle rod.
Don't you use those the big rods?
I love the 11-foot rods. I catch crappie with them.
Yeah.
man. The
Yeah.
crappie rods. Mm-hmm. Great.
You can catch trout with them too, bud. You have to have the
You can
stamp,
reach across
though.
the entire stream with one of them, bud.
Yeah, you have to have
Depends
the
what
stamp.
stream.
I don't know where you're. I'm not sure if we want to get into that.
Check
What
your
do you mean?
regs.
You got to have a special stamp to have a longer rod out there now?
No. To
Not
trout
for the
fish.
rod.
I have a
Bucky.
trout stamp, guys.
Easy, bud.
Hey, wait a minute.
He
For
just
the-
wanted to make sure that the crappie king
just
was
checking.
ready for
satisfied.
trout.
And guys, consistently, I have called it a trout stamp this year.
I know. I've been
right.
impressed.
What do you normally call it?
Eagle feeding stamp.
Oh, that's right.
You remember?
You guys have got this horse turned around.
No, you haven't been on a trout water yet.
I might have been on,
You haven't.
but I haven't.
The horse is looking back.
Yeah.
He's not necessarily. He's not turned around.
But I haven't focused on the trout. Maybe I'll leave those to you guys.
Oh no, you're not.
You can lead a horse to approved trout waters, but you can't make him catch it.
catch one.
You know that old
Or
saying.
fish for one.
Yeah,
There it is again.
pops up every now and then.
No, I'm going to interject here and say because
You
of
can
you
lead
guys,
a Missouri mule
To approve
to
trout
prove
water.
trout waters, but you can't make him catch one.
but because of you guys, I'm much more fired up about trout season this year because
Making tomahawks.
because of the excitement of trout season in this state. It seems like, and what has really dawned on me is it's the only state where fishing for one day has the status of big game hunting.
Oh yeah. I'm
It's
just
the trout
gonna,
capital of the world.
I'm going to throw this out there because I don't have a lot that I had going on this week. But I was just telling DK tonight before we started recording anything. Mm-hmm. I did a quick drive by a couple of spots. I'm thinking about maybe taking my son Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
A little scouting.
It's Thursday. I mean, I don't want to pull the curtain back too far on
People are
how
already
we
camped
operate.
out.
But it's Thursday night. There's already campers. There are bonfires that are going on at 6 o'clock at night on Thursday.
And you cannot
And they're getting
wait
ready
a line till 8 a.m.
till 8 a.m.
Saturday.
2
Saturday.
days, yeah. Yeah.
So
See,
folks it's like hunting camp.
That is exactly what because of you guys
They're trout
giving
hunting.
me a hard time last year. That's
Oh, glad to do it.
Anytime, bud.
but
Weekly.
I've noticed I've heated, and I am on that
Headed.
scent trout.
Heated and conceited.
I'm on the scent trail with that, and I love it. I like
He's
I said,
heeded the
there's
lamentations
no
of the trout.
There's no other state where the beginning of a fishing season
Yeah.
is heralded and anticipated and celebrated
Oh, yeah.
like trout season in Pennsylvania.
The awesome thing is Pennsylvania has 2 trout openers. So the
the
southeastern,
season.
part of the state opens 2 weeks before the rest of the state.
And we are fortunate enough to have just experienced that.
And in between that is the youth day. So there's the week before the early season opener. That Saturday, there's a kids' day where you can take your kids fishing. And, there's much less of a crowd. And then the week in between the openers is another kids' day for the rest of the state. So it is big. You're not lying there.
So thank you guys for actually
Hey,
slapping me around
you're
last year
welcome.
and waking
You're
me
welcome.
up to that.
You're welcome.
I won't give you guys that much. And I was wrong.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Write this down.
Someone start recording.
Someone hit
Yeah.
the record button. on
We should
that.
start a podcast to get that recorded.
This is fun.
You got to promise me something.
What's that, Stevie?
You're going to come trout fishing with me once.
I will.
Just once.
There's trout streams
Bucky,
within
don't
10
say
minutes.
you will. It's been recorded
Bucky,
on several
I'll be
things.
sad.
I'm not
Don't
editing
say
that
you
out.
will if you don't want. If you don't
I'll be
intend
sad
to do
if
it.
you don't.
But there's trout streams
You're gonna hurt him.
within 10 minutes of
Don't
each
hurt him.
podcast studio.
DK, I thought we weren't going to tell Stevie
I'll
about
be sad.
how close we are to something.
Oh, I'm just going to show up with some trout one night.
Okay.
Don't hurt him.
I'm fragile when it
Bucky.
comes to my feelings.
Don't you hurt it.
Don't you dare hurt.
I think I'm the softest one out of all
No.
of us.
Well, when
Not
you
when it
tell-
comes to trout.
when you say you're going to trout fish and you don't go trout fish,
Steve Miser,
It cuts me.
mark my word.
deeper than you know.
Yeah. All right. I've marked them. Consider
Buck-
your words marked.
Bucky,
What's the timestamp?
timestamp this. Let's synchronize watches.
9:55.
I, Bucky, do bequeath you, Steve Miser, to go fishing with you for trout.
All right. You bequeathed it tonight.
I heard it.
You got to get
guys
that
all
done
heard-
before the end of May.
Bam.
You guys all heard that bequeathment.
Yep.
For Trout of Control, Bucky's fishing with you.
What have you guys been up to?
Well, last week we was out at the Donegal Fish
Yeah.
and Conservation
Right.
Association outdoor show,
At the show, yeah.
which just it's quaint, it's fun. The community shows up. After some of the bigger shows that we go to, this one's always a refresher because some of our good friends in the outdoors are set up at this show and, for all intents and purposes, doing God's work.
Did you see the Spittles?
I saw the Spittles.
Did you?
CJ.
Andre Hill Forge was there.
Oh, man.
We got the Myers tying flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, and these are just a couple that we're going to name and throw out. But Jamie Hughes was there. I mean, just it's big enough, that you're gonna, if you want to learn something, you want to get in the outdoors, you want to be exposed.
Yeah.
That's the show to do it.
That's cool. Did I see some cinematography floating through my
You might have.
I think we're in the
Facebook feed?
presence of some very nice models.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the same
Hey,
weekend
guys.
too, we had Mikey Miller join us, and
We took
From
advantage
Salt
of
of the
it.
earth right there, that
did
guy.
take
We took advantage of Mike Miller.
He comes into town. We got to
Oh,
just
man.
Every time
abuse him.
that little Mike Miller gets taken advantage of.
Mike Miller of 8-3 Media.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
That's the one and only.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you guys do with him?
Testimonials of sorts.
Well,
I mean,
So we filmed it at the outdoor show, which
Yeah.
I have not been able to get to that footage at this time. Deke, I'm sorry. I know you're going to beat me up verbally.
We need a commitment.
Thrashing.
We need you to bequeath a commitment for us.
I was FaceTiming with Mikey, and he showed me some of it.
Did he? Yeah, cool. So that's we did a couple interviews there, and then Bucky needed to get some of his projects out of the way,
Really?
and Buck, if you want,
Chime in here, Buck.
I just wanted to get a shout out and some information out there for my good friend and friends at Heartwood Outdoors.
Oh, good people.
Tracy
there.
Groves, and everybody that I met when I was there that weekend, Hunter, especially.
and for that time, we honestly that was Bucky's first archery deer, and in the state of Maryland. And
Yeah.
First like true hunting camp
Yeah.
Right.
experience.
Yeah, never. Yeah.
Yeah, I never did that.
First time you swayed 8 feet back and forth at the top of a tree.
Let's not give me a nosebleed tonight, guys. But
I
yeah.
was proud of you, buddy.
Well, thanks. And I just wanted to give back a little bit to Heartwood.
So what'd you do, bud?
We did 2 spots. One from the a higher level from the R2's perspective, just to give a shout out.
The Bucky and I have both been there to share
Yeah.
camp and hunted there. Like
Yeah.
we were invited to
And
2 different years, of course.
Huh.
I couldn't do that whole weekend justice though in 2 spots.
It's impossible.
That was the tough part, was trying to squeeze in all of Bucky's
your
emotions
all your feelings
in 30 seconds. That is come on.
It
It's like trying
absolutely
to,
is impossible.
with me, it's
Yeah.
trying to put
The average person could do it in 12
It's like
seconds.
trying to bottle a rainbow.
Yeah.
yeah.
We call them trout outs this month.
Trout.
Give your trout
You're
out.
right.
So
You're
you're
very good on that.
So where's this Heartwood Outdoors Trout Out located now? If I wanted to go see it.
Heartwood Outdoors is actually very close to us, believe it or not.
No, if I want to see this trout out that you recorded.
The trout out.
Yeah.
It's Bretton River Pursuits.
On our Instagram.
On our Instagram.
Hey?
Facebook, I
Yeah.
think we've shared it out onto. It's my first time behind in front of the camera, I should say.
We should do more of that.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It looked good, bud.
I enjoyed it. But
Suits you.
You have that natural swagger. Like when you're
You got some people feeling some stuff.
yeah,
I mean, you.
I'm walking, you walk down that lane and the
You like
woods
that?
are behind you. And
I was into it, guys.
you
I
were
really
into
was.
It was, if you would be like 40 years older doing that, I think you were going to be trying to sell me insurance on a commercial.
Or at the bottom, it
Or the
said,
reverse
just
mortgage.
sounded-
Our hip replacement.
Or Cialis.
Because it was just that, it was that nice.
"This message is approved by Bucky."
Yeah, it was that nice, calm, like I felt relaxed watching it. Like, yeah, this is good.
I was in my element, I guess. I was happy doing it.
You got the
And-
diabetes.
Yeah, I'm Wilford Burma. You got the diabetes. But
Are you
Sorry.
in need of money and over 80?
and,
Own your
you know,
home?
Sell us back your house.
We did say it was Trout of Control.
and
Sorry.
I learned a ton.
Did you?
Oh my gosh, yes.
You like doing it, though.
I like doing it, and I learned that if you're going to do a spot that's 60 seconds or less,
Yeah.
there's no editing.
No, you get one take.
You got to one take it, guys. And so, and the lesson
Been
there
saying
is
that for years.
That ain't us.
practice, practice. You got to kind of practice what you're saying.
Write it out.
I hate to say this out there. In a way, you have to be scripted when it comes to that.
You're right.
But yet, the trick is being scripted and being natural at the same time.
You don't have a problem with that, though.
I had to say it over and over again before I got it down, though.
What's your next one going to be?
I would like to do something for us.
How
next
about a
time.
testimonial on how much fun you had when you and I went trout fishing?
We could do that,
Ooh.
or we could do one while we're trout fishing, or just fishing in general.
You can't.
I have a great.
He's never fished with you.
I'm not stopping.
What, you've never fished with me, Stevie?
No, we're
For
not
trout.
going to stop to film something.
Yes, we will. Well, there's going to be a time in the day where we can just kind of
midday with
Midday.
the camera set.
Yeah, maybe after Stromboli time or something like that.
Stromboli time. You got somebody delivering to you, Riverside.
Chocolate milk break.
I'm with you on the chocolate milk break. But in all seriousness, Stevie, I want to do something for us, and just us talking about Rutten River, or just sharing a little bit of brotherhood with everybody in a 30-second spot.
That's
little
tough.
homage.
Kind of to wrap a day up or whatever, with a little sunset, river, and just over the backs, and hear us talking.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm envisioning for my next piece.
I like it.
I like it too. I can't wait. I like these Bucky spots. Like I said, I was overjoyed when I know the work that went into it, and
Thanks, Mike.
And the finished product really looked great and felt great. Like I said, it gets you in the feels a little bit.
Talk about a man of patience.
You know,
that Mike Miller filming 60, 80,
Good dude.
432 takes.
Take 900.
He's a very good teacher.
Yes, yes. And I do need to say this, though. There was a couple of cool things. Of course, you can't get Rutten River Pursuits podcast outdoors without something spectacular happening naturalistically, if you will. Will and I are standing there, and we actually finally nailed the 60-second spot, or the 45-second spot of what it ended up being, except for one thing. And you
had your eyes closed.
You couldn't have asked.
We didn't tell you guys.
Your zipper was
couldn't
down.
have asked
An eagle.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
An eagle swooped down in front of you.
Stevie's on his
scooped up.
haunch support.
Close, very close, Ryan. We are in the avian world. Up the bank behind us waddles a goose.
Out of nowhere, this
Really?
Canadian comes up.
A single.
Just start like
Darn those Canadians.
Mike.
Ruining your
No bueno.
shoots.
Yeah, no bueno. We're going on and on.
Hey, Tyler Dunn.
Mike's-
Back it down.
Right? Mikey starts cracking up because he's the only one seeing this Canadian just kind of walking around us. Anyway, it was too.
You'll
cool.
have that.
And then, it's one of those things that you hunt so hard. You lay in cold fields. Catfish, will tell you every time what the lengths he's gone to try and get some of these birds. And we're shooting a video, and one comes up right beside us. I'll show you the pictures. We'll actually post one.
I could have jumped on him with a plastic bag. He was so close.
So there was another video posted this week on our Instagram, on IGTV,
Oh, yeah.
and I think it's going to be hitting up YouTube here very shortly.
It is.
We talked a little bit about our ice fishing trip earlier in the year on the Deke's birthday, and we got that one edited up. That one was tough. That was a tough edit, I'll tell you. I had a rough go with that. That video will be up on YouTube, so check it out, because that was fun, a really fun trip, and Will did a good job putting that together.
It definitely looks good. I like it.
Thank you.
Trout season, it's here.
So, Stevie, you mentioned earlier about the youth days.
Yeah.
I did get the kids out.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for the part of the state that has the early open, the youth day fell about 24 hours after 10 inches of rain in 10 minutes.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah. Most of the streams and creeks that were supposed to have been stocked ahead of time, I think they either didn't stock or were completely blown out.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any luck, but the kids enjoyed themselves. So we're looking forward to getting out this weekend. But the day after, youth trout, mentored youth trout day, was a beautiful 65-degree day. And I said to my son, get your mom, because we got the motor on her, and we're going to try to open this thing up.
Yeah.
Deaky put me on a good boat launch that was, tucked back in, out of the wind, and not heavily used on one of the lakes that's not too far away. And got her running.
Yeah, you wind it out.
Yep. We confirmed, with Catfish's help, that the motor seemed good.
Yeah.
And now I know for sure because we got her
That's
wide
good.
open on the water. She cleaned her out.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a good season.
It will be.
Looking
We'll
forward
have some
to
fun
it.
with that.
Can't wait.
Me neither. You know what else I can't wait for?
What's that, bud?
First day of trout season.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got 2 of them. So
It's gonna be lights trout.
lights trout. they just keep, the puns just keep coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be a month full of puns.
It's Trout of Control, bud.
Yeah, it's Trout of Control. Hey, Deke.
Yeah, bud.
If I was itching to have some barbecue towards the end of July, maybe listen to some music,
I think I
maybe
have the thing
take the
for
family somewhere.
Is that right?
Definitely.
What do you got?
This episode is brought to you in part by Smoke in the Grove Barbecue Competition in Spring Grove, Pennsylvania, being held July 26th and 27th.
That's perfect.
Smoke in the Grove Barbecue Competition is Spring Grove's premier event of 2019.
Yeah?
A community festival featuring the Pennsylvania State Barbecue Championship with more than 60 competition teams competing for $14,000 in cash prizes and a chance to compete in the annual Jack Daniels World Championship Invitational Barbecue in Lynchburg, Tennessee, and a spot to compete at the American Royal in Kansas City, Missouri.
Love me them burn ends.
Oh, man.
MIZ.
With great food, great music, and great people, Smoke in the Grove Barbecue Competition looks to create a tradition that we hope your family will join this year and be part in the years to come.
I know I'm going.
So check it out.
Oh, yeah.
July 26th and 27th. So, Stevie, after we're done tasting those burn ends, where can you check us out at?
Hop on over to RuttenRiverPursuits.com. Get on your social media machine, punch in Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, and search Rutten River Pursuits. Check out our YouTubes,
Oh yeah.
Rutten River Pursuits Podcast.
Love them YouTubes.
Download the show
Ooh.
on all the major podcast apps.
You know it.
Especially Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Love me some Spotify.
And while you're at it,
Go catch some trout.
go catch some trout and enjoy it with a bag full of Moses Family Jerky.
Use that promo code.
Yeah, use that promo code JerkyPursuits15. Check them out at mfjerky.com.
15% off the whole order.
Whole order,
Whole
whole
order.
Go
website.
to mfjerky.com.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys.
All right. I guess we're trout of here.
See ya.
That's not going to get old.
So I know we're all amped up to get into Trout of Control April right now.
We are
Dude,
in
I
it.
know.
I don't know how you're sitting on the
was-
seat that you're sitting on right now. Like,
There's-
I thought you were fired up about Striper
There's
Madness.
only-
Now the good news is for Stevie,
Yeah.
he's always on the edge of that seat. It's a pretty small
It's a
stool
small seat.
that
Yeah.
he's sitting on.
It's basically like a
He's on
haunch-
all edges of it.
Yeah.
It's a haunch setter.
A haunch perch.
Haunch perch.
So when you're by
Hair-
yourself, that would make that a haunch solo.
Yeah, he's haunched his solo.
See what you did there, bud.
I didn't think there would.
Easy, big fella.
You're getting haunchy on me.
I don't even remember where I was.
I'm really the Wookiee.
I don't remember where I was going.
You're going to go with Troutageddon.
Yeah.
So
What a Wookiee.
And I'm like, you guys got cash? You guys have any? Like, and everybody's like, oh, yeah, I got like, whatever, $10. I got this and that.
Yeah.
And I got there and we walked right in and I felt like rock stars.
Yeah. They let all the podcasters.
finally
in
somebody
free.
knows how important we are.
That's how we believe
Oh,
it.
everybody
They know
gets in
us.
free.
And until we saw. Yeah.
It's those R2 guys. Let them through.
They just waved me right in.
all of Bucky's emotions.
Yeah, all your feelings
in 30 seconds. That is, come on.
It
It's like
absolutely
trying to,
is impossible.
with me, it's trying to put
The average person could do it in 12
It's like
seconds.
trying to bottle a rainbow.
Yeah.
or put a wet noodle in a bobcat's butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or bottle a rainbow. One of those
Yeah.
sounds a little classier. I don't know. Whatever. But
I'd stay with the rainbow.
Let's stay with the rainbow. It keeps it cleaner.
I always thought you're supposed to throw it against the cabinet, and if it sticks, then you know the spaghetti's done. But your way would work too.
Either one.
Bobcat. You can tell the doneness of the noodle based on the reaction of the bobcat. I don't know if you guys knew that.